This is the craziest self-report I've ever seen. No, not Delinquent! Not the dude, don't do it. No, don't do it, man. My opponent discarded cards, let me choosing and refuse to return them back to hand. Oh, it's the do not mention milk guy! Oh my god! Okay, it's the fucking milk guy, man. It's the fucking milk guy. Okay, so red activated Delinquent Duo from hand, and then blue randomly sent a card. They randomly sent Skill Drain to the graveyard. Duo has been resolved correctly. All right, chat. This is the classic. Red's gonna say, but I didn't pick. And I'm gonna say, tell me where on Delinquent Duo's text does it say that you pick? Tell me where. Please point to the part of the text that indicates that that you must pick. Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Tell me where in the text. Your opponent discards one random card. Where does it say you pick a card to discard out of your opponent's hand? Tell me. Point to me on the card where the fuck that happened, bro. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. I'm new to GOAT. I didn't know how this shit works. They have resolved correctly. Proceed. New to GOAT. Bro is 450 XP. He's played at minimum 200 some games. The fuck you mean new to GOAT? Have a nice day. He's new to GOAT? 200 games new? How? How? I said proceed. Go. Go. Go ahead. You may proceed. We got an Edison call. Edison ruling. We got Wolf and Dad. Daddy's home. 1, 2, 3 darks. Yeah. What, did he want a needlebug nest before the dad comes down? Please tell me that's what he wants. No, Judge. This was the perfect time for me to needlebug nest, man. I wanted to needlebug nest. Chain link 1 Black Rose, chain 2 Needle, chain 3 Needle. Question is, I activate Black Rose to a full field of this. Red Synchro summons Black Rose, declares effect. Blue chains double Needlebug Nest, mills Wolf, Raigeki Break, Lila, Shiny Black Sea, Solar Recharge, Raikou, Lone Fire, Raigeki Break, Caius, Shiny Black Sea. And then sends his board to the grave. Then, in a new chain, declares Goblin Zombie, adding Pyramid Turtle from deck to hand. Then red summons Dark Arm Dragon, and then blue says, wait a minute, Wolf effect. Well, Wolf is mandatory, right? My opponent says because field is full before that, I can't summon Wolf. The question is, I activated Black Rose to a full field of his. On resolution of the chain in which Wolf was sent to the graveyard, there were no monsters on their field. So yes, Wolf would activate. And Wolf must activate as it is mandatory. Even if you had a full field, the card would still trigger. Like, you would still have to trigger the effect even with a full field because it is mandatory. So like, you could technically, you would legally be forced to activate. Like, let's say you have 5 monsters on board, right? 5 guys on board, and you mill a wolf. Your wolf would have to activate Chain Link 1. Legally, you would have to activate Chain Link 1. If you chain something else that like sacked a guy off your board, your wolf would summon. Wolf happens in the chain. It is a trigger effect. So yes, it happens after the Black Rose resolves. Even with Vanity's Emptiness, assuming the Goblin Zombie ruling from last stream is coherent, yeah, even under Vanity's Emptiness, you would have to activate this. Like, you got to keep in mind, even if you don't have zones, even if you cannot legally special summon anything, like, the only thing that would prevent you from activating the effect of the wolf is if your opponent has some kind of card that says, like, monsters in your opponent's grave cannot activate their effects. You would have to prevent the activation of the card rather than something like, even if the resolution of the card is illegal, if it is a mandatory effect, it must activate unless it specifically is not allowed to be activated by a card effect. And a card effect preventing the card from resolving is not preventing its activation, if that makes sense. If a monster negated by Droplet becomes a Towers due to the effect of Super Dora, would it no longer be negated? No, it's already been applied to it, so it would still be negated. It wouldn't, like, wash it away. You're not cleansing your monster because it afterwards becomes unaffected by card effects. Because it's already been affected by it. Goat ruling. High issue. He let me summon Breaker, then I put counter, then he activates Ring. So it's one of those, do I have Prio to use Breaker? Chain Link 2 Breaker's effect to remove the token. So it's a counter. Wait, hold up. You are trying to chain the effect of Breaker to their Ring? Is this what you're trying to do? Chain Link 2, I will quick effect activate my not quick effect effect. Yes. Breaker is not a quick effect. Breaker's effect will never be anything other than CL1. Here, if you agreed the chain was CL1 ring, you cannot chain Breaker. I want a chain. This is why prio is a problem. It makes people think. It makes people believe that ignition effects are quick effects for some reason. So I lose 19. Yes. Yeah. It's crazy because typically Breaker never loses to ring, and this guy just took the L on it. It's 19 because he put the counter on it, so it was on 19 when it was destroyed by ring, which typically would never happen because your opponent has to either ring the Breaker on summon before it gets the counter, or if they let you get the counter, you can on-res prio Breaker effect to make it Chain Link 1, remove the counter for cost before they can ring it. So there should never be a situation where rings burns for 19 on Breaker, but it just happened because the guy just misplayed. Why is the duel paused? No cards were played. Literally nothing happened in this duel. Donde está issue? My opponent continued to insult me. Oh, let's see. What does YCS Kid have to say? What do you guys think YCS Kid has to say that's so meaningful here? Holy fucking shit, man. Okay, so YCS Kid has left. This guy has like 14 alt accounts. I'm gonna check to see if any of them are banned. I'm gonna see if any of these are banned and this is just a big old ban evader. He has an account called GB Hunter Simp. He's like actually not banned on any account. Oh, this one did get banned, but then got unbanned by a judge. So he has like an extensive history on one account, but it says blue player. What did he say to his opponent? Oh! I'm gonna be fucking real. Red called blue the F-slur. Just straight up, dude. Straight called him the F-slur. During Pride, by the way. Oh, well, you called your opponent. Oh, okay, yeah, you're leaving to not get a ban. Sorry, Red, I'm banning the fucking shit out of you. He just straight called his opponent the F-slur, man. So Blue asked, here's the interaction. Blue said, weird keeping swap out there. Red said, don't care. Blue said, I mean, it was more of a question than a statement. I don't know. Red says, you always speak too much. Blue says, lol, grumpy guy. Red says, just shut up. Blue says, well, you don't have to respond. Red hits him with the, what a F-slur, ha 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 ha. What the fuck? And then what did Blue say? Blue didn't say anything. Blue called him a grumpy guy, said, okay, we'll snag you a ban for that one real quick, because he called him the F-slur. Red says, you know, calling me grumpy is an insult, right? So Red calls Blue the F-slur, and then proceeds to call a judge because Blue called him grumpy. What? Dude, this is the craziest self-report I've ever seen. I'm freezing the shit out of Red. Sorry. I'm freezing the shit out of Red. Called their opponent a F-word for no reason. I mean, yeah, take a big old fucking 7-day vacation. That's crazy. That is insane. That is insane. Chad, do not call your opponent grumpy no matter what the situation. If you call your opponent grumpy, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked. This duel will be canceled as this guy was just frozen. Next time you use a slur, the ban will be perma. There you go. Have a nice day. Sorry, big dog. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Jesus Christ. This website is completely insane. They use a slur response to getting called grumpy. So his opponent called him a grump. He didn't call him grumpy. He called him a grump. Be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. Do not call your opponent the G word. Otherwise, you're gonna get cooked. You're absolutely gonna get shit on, man.